Aloha! It is Friday! I'm Aaron Gibson, and this is Soul Man Live. Hashtag space for graphs, yo!
In the shadows of a silent night, she walks alone through the echoes of a broken home where love has grown cold. Her heart's a battlefield, scars etched deep inside. A mother's strength, her only shield, as she fights to survive. She rises from the ashes with a fire in her soul. Through the storm and the chaos, she finds the courage to be whole. No more tears, no more fears. She stands tall and strong, a woman reborn with a spirit that can't be wrong. Every step, a battle, every breath, a fight. But in her eyes, there's a light, a beacon burning bright. She shields her children with a love so pure and true, guiding them through the darkness with a heart that was once blue. She rises from the ashes with a fire in her soul. Through the storm and the chaos, she finds the courage to be whole. No more tears, no more fears. She stands tall and strong, a woman reborn with a spirit that can't be wrong. In the quiet moments when the world seems still, she whispers to the heavens, I will not be defeated, I will. With every dawn a new day begins, a chance to start anew. She builds a life piece by piece with hope and dreams to pursue. She's a warrior, a survivor, a symbol of grace. Through the pain and the trial, she finds her own pace. A mother's love, a fierce force that nothing can destroy. In her, there's a power that helps her to employ. She rises from the ashes with a fire in her soul. Through the storm and the chaos, she finds the courage to be whole. No more tears, no more fears. She stands tall and strong, a woman reborn with a spirit that can't be wrong. And so she walks with her head held high through the hellish intensity. She finds a way to fly. A mother, a woman, a beacon of light. In a chaotic world, she shines and everything feels right.
Get the point? Good. Let's dance.
Fury like the sun, Friday's begun. Hardcore dancing crowd jumping one by one. Soul man spin the track, records get scratched. Bass heavy bumping, speakers blast back. Lighting fires on Friday, flames in the night. Trumpets blaring loud, feel the hype. Crowd amped up, everybody in sight. Heavy beats drop, elevating to a new height. Step in the spot, feet can't stop. Sweat on the brow, crowd about to pop. Soul man on the decks, dropping them beats. Heating up the floor, can't stay in your seats. Ignite the spark, let the rhythm take hold. Hardcore vibes, future stories to be told. Trumpets roar, echo through the dome. Records spin, this dance our home. Lights flash, shadows flicker to the sound. Bassline tremble, shaking underground. Soul man in control, pure fire we found. Energy unrivaled, we reign unbound. Lighting fires on Friday, flames in the night. Trumpets blaring loud, feel the hype. Crowd amped up, everybody in sight. Heavy beats drop, elevating to a new height. going there with your eyes looking at me all alert. Like there's something I can provide. Ring the alarms. Red alert, feet don't fail me now. Run! Red alert, red alert. And now sit right back while I tell you a little situation, a little idiosyncrasy of mine, how I'm taking a permanent vacation. Boyfriend Hunter in my midst.
Nope.
I didn't ask for that. Caution the words that you speak next, or these feet will hit like the track. Sweet Mary, mother of pearl, what have I gotten myself into? Wheeze bailing the hell out. Show me the door, where the hell are my shoes? Stranger danger, Will Robinson. Listen, my word, don't need none of that. Appreciate you just as you are. Too late, pull the ejector cord stat. Listen, you're giving off a vibe of relationship. The running man pounding gas pedal flooring. Arnold Schwarzenegger ain't got shit on these feet. Faster than Roadrunner on any morning. Meep, meep. I'm like Speedy Gonzalez, Reba, underlay. Nothing but elbows and assholes as I hightail it up, and away. Sweet Mary, mother of pearl, what have I gotten myself into? Wheeze bailing the hell out. Show me the door, where the hell are my shoes? Stranger danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Appreciate you just as you are. Too late, pull the ejector cord stat. Puff and breathe and move quickly. Can't seem to get away fast enough. Running away, screaming, happy to let my saddle grow rust. Expeditious like Jack Sparrow on the beach. Use the R word round me. I will show you a man who can run faster than speech. Sweet Mary, mother of pearl, what have I gotten myself into? Wheeze bailing the hell out. Show me the door, where the hell are my shoes? Stranger danger, listen, my world don't need none of that. Appreciate you just as you are. Too late, pull the ejector cord stat. Pull my finger, Brian Schulman. Hashtag space for crafts, yo. Peace and Hulk hard.
Where the hell are my wheels at? Get me the hell out of the room. Exit stage right, as in hashtag right away.
Happy Friday!
Don't fall in love with me. Fall in love with the mission. Helping others find the courage to reach out, to find the right decisions. Unwavering in your integrity. Eyes locked, stay on target. Soul man's message worldwide. Stand strong, we'll get there yet. They said in the beginning all was darkness, then out of the void came the light. Truth is that emptiness lurks all around us. We must remain vigilant in this fight. It disguises itself in a multitude of forms, trying to bend you to its will. Not gonna break you this time. You fine-tuned and honed your skills. Don't fall in love with me. Fall in love with the mission. Helping others find the courage to reach out, to find the right decisions. Unwavering in your integrity. Eyes locked, stay on target. Soul man's message worldwide. Stand strong, we'll get there yet. Sieging the walls like a storm of Argonauts. No person getting left behind. No, today not on my watch. Rise up now from the ashes. This time you change the tide of the war. So much stronger now than you ever were before. Don't fall in love with me.
baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
The streets are humming, the night's alive. Echoes of a rhythm that can't be denied. Soul Man Live is coming, you can feel the quake. The ground is shaking, hearts awake. Raise your voice, let it soar. We're not silent anymore. Soul Man Live, he's fighting the night, burning bright, marching toward the light. Feel the thunder, feel the fight. Soul Man Live brings Friday alive. Soul Man Live brings Friday alive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. every step a drumbeat pounding, raw breaking rules, rewriting law. Raise your hands, feel the spark, light the way through the dark. Soul Man alive, he's fire in the night, burning bright, marching toward the light. Feel the thunder, feel the fight. Soul Man alive brings Friday light. Soul Man alive brings Friday light. Whoa, Soul Man alive, he's fire in the night, burning bright, marching toward the light. Feel the thunder, feel the fight. Soul Man alive brings Friday light. Soul Man alive brings Friday light.
In the stillness after the storm, where the echoes used to play, stand the warrior scarred by the battles of yesterday. Not the wounds on the skin, but the fractures deep inside, fought the demons in silence, with no one by their side. Marched through the fields of fire with the weight of the world on their back. Each step a thunderous echo, each breath a silent attack. They've seen the horizons bleed and the skies turn to gray. Now they're home, but the war's not over, it's just moved away. It's a deafening sound of silence in the minds of the brave, a thunderous roar of nothing that they can't seem to save. After the battles are over and the dust starts to fade, the real war begins in the shadows they've made. It's the silence that screams in the hearts of the strong, a song of the warriors who've been fighting all along. They've danced with the darkness in the corners of their mind, where the light barely touches and the peace they can't find. Each night a battlefield, each dawn a chance to begin, but the scars never heal and the war never ends. They've heard the whispers of doubt in the silence of the night, felt the cold hand of fear stealing away the light, but they stand tall and mighty with the strength of their pain. In the quiet of the aftermath, they find themselves again. It's the deafening sound of silence in the minds of the brave, a thunderous roar of nothing that they can't seem to save. After the battles are over and the dust starts to fade, the real war begins in the shadows they made. It's the silence that screams in the hearts of the strong, a song of the warriors who've been fighting all along. In the hush of the aftermath, where the warriors reside, they they find solace in the silence where the broken can abide. It's not the absence of sound, but the presence of the fire that echoes in their spirit through the darkest of the night. It's the deafening sound of silence.
Embrace brothers and sisters in this time of need. Open hearts like steam trains forward plow. Tomorrow is too late, our time is now. Woo! is off the scale. With a washboard rhythm, feel that all-time grace. Every note a story, happiness we chase. Raise your glass, let's toast to beats that flow. Trumpets blare, feet dare, on with the show. Bring that soul, that funk-defy beat. Embrace brothers and sisters in this time of need. Open hearts like steam trains forward plow. Tomorrow is too late, our time is now. A temple dreams in a neon scene. Together we swing to this live machine. So when that trumpet calls, don't you shy away. Join the washboard track, let the music play. It's a celebration of sound of life, where troubles melt neath the rhythm's knife. Bring that soul, that funk-defy beat. Embrace brothers and sisters in this time of need. Open hearts like steam trains forward plow. Tomorrow is too late, our time is now.
This is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life! This is amazing! To the one. Brace for liftoff. The rafters are coming undone. Exercising the system with different perspective, a different view, delivering that universal joy that's long overdue. 'Cause if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, Soul Man, live fight. Gladiator, Hulk heart ready to explode. Box with speakers blasting, funkin' relaxing, pumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Momentum growing like a Titan's wrath. Crowd building it up now. It's time to broadcast. Your foot are whacking, fast and tapping, moon sliding on that floor. Like Michael Bublé crooning, with records scratching, your body screams it once more. We're all hyped up, it's Friday night, and the band's ready to go. Souls are shaking with the earthquake, and let's get on with the show. 'Cause if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, Soul Man, live fight. Gladiator, Hulk heart ready to explode. Groovy jukebox with speakers blasting, funkin' lassie, bumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Here comes the intro with the soul style beat. The wait is all over now, igniting the phoenix is what we see. 'Cause if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, Soul Man, live fight. Cue the trumpets in your solar flag.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, are we out there? I know it's been a while. Aloha. Yes, tonight's episode is dedicated in honor of Cherry Holmes. We had a little conversation earlier on in the week. If you caught the post, we had a little heart to heart, got some honesty out, and you come on the show when you're ready. So, of course, always a supporter here at Soul Man Live, and we made it happen. We are still honoring and celebrating her this evening. You see her in the comments. But of course, this is a mental health break episode. So first off, hello, everyone. It is just phenomenal to see you again. It has been a while. It has also been a lot of chaos out there with travel and just interviews and things going on. So it's great to finally get back to this and catch up with each and every one of you out there. Oh my God, the comments are blowing up so fast and so much. We're gonna try and do this right, but again, tonight we take our time. We're going to chill out. We're going to relax. Of course, we've given our shout out to Cherry, but we have Mary Baker just literally lighting up all the comments. Hello, my brother Felipe. Oh, I've got a little surprise for you and Melissa Houston at the end of the show. So stick around for the end of the show. All right, we're going to leave it at that. Of course, our dear Leslie Flowers. Hello. Thank you I'm glad I can make this the perfect start of your weekend. And thank you for making the perfect start to a lot of Friday mornings, my lady. Appreciate you for being here. All right. We've, of course, got my brother, Donald Baker, just also firing it up. And of course, this fine man, he's so suave. Who doesn't love Kenny D? Like, thank you, Kenny D, for showing up for so many of us all the freaking time. Like, I've only been here 3.5 years, and I know he's been here before me, but the man is just priceless and gold at the same time. So big burly hugs, my brother. Appreciate you for being here this evening. I seen Adrienne out in the comments, and I think I seen Leanna. Of course, my baby sister, Nicole. Great to have you here. Glad that you're chilling. Hope you had a fantastic, good start to your Friday anyways. And of course, big burly hugs to Marcos. Love that man. He's amazing. Just heart of gold as well. And just a gentleman all the time. Embracing. So shout out to you, Marcos. Appreciate you. Who else have we got in the comments this evening? I seen Noni pop into one of theirs. There's Leanna. Great to see you, Leanna. And of course, where'd she go? I thought I just seen her. I swear I seen Noni in here. Brother Charlie Lewis, thank you for stopping in. I know I had some potty mouth at the beginning of the show with some of my songs, but that's how we operate here on Soul Man Live. For those of you that are not just coming here for the first time, we normally dive deep into mental health topics. And I normally give a little bit of a warning that, again, we are not a place for medical advice. We are a place to help you, encourage you to reach out and start that journey towards reclaiming your happiness. But tonight I had planned for us to just totally chill out because we had actually spent, there she is. I see her in the comments now. Hi, Noni. There you are. Appreciate you. Wanted to take some time with Cherry tonight to, the Dawn. That's new on StreamYard. That just popped up. The Dawn just showed up in my green room and I got an announcement. Was that you, Friday? Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you. All right. Back to it then. So many great and amazing things going on out there. I've been able to catch quite a few of your lives going on right now, and I'm just loving what's happening out there. William Rochelle is one of them. I really appreciate this man's velvet voice and his approach to things. It's a great new facet to come at things. Definitely check his show out, and he is on YouTube, so make sure you reach out and subscribe to him. Wow, I got that all out in one breath. Peter Mulfer's out in the audience there this evening. Great to see you, Peter. All right, now we're gonna start to dial things in because I'm going. Oh, there's Charles Phillips. See, as soon as I start to dial things in, I get all squirrely. What, squirrel? Okay, yes. So tonight we're kind of making a little bit of a Hawaiian theme, of course, in honor of Cherry, and we are going to be talking about mental health topics tonight rather than diving into something deep. We're going to be talking about the fun stuff. All right, the guilty self-care, rituals that you might have out there. For me, it is literally, to give an example when we get to it, what do you do out there to honestly just kind of seclude yourself from the world, be in your own little fantastic new adventure land, curled up with a blanket in comfy zone? For me, it is just kind of similar to that. I literally have Netflix now, and I am putting on Stranger Things and falling asleep listening to Stranger Things, but I am literally like powerhousing episodes on a like continuous basis. It's so much fun, but that's only when I have that time to do it, and it's usually again when I'm falling asleep. So what is your selfish little guilty self-care ritual that you've got out there? You know what? Let's just bring them up to the stage. I got to get my pen ready because I always got to wave the pen when somebody comes up on stage. Please welcome to my stage and the co-host for this evening, for as long as he can stay. But the guy, he has put in quite the effort. I know that he hurt himself, and we're going to have a little conversation about that because we're gonna get into a little bit of what I call "Don't Do It, Donnie." Welcome to the stage, Donald Baker. Oh my God! And look at
How
how
you doing,
suavely
brother?
shaved you
Happy
are as
Friday.
well.
Well, I just had a shower to try and relax those back muscles, so But I wanted to jump in and let me just start off by saying it's too bad that Cherry's not joining us on screen, but I'm happy to see her there in the comments. So thank you for that. And whatever
When you're ready.
circumstance kept you from video, thank you for showing up, and thank you everyone else for showing up. It means a lot to Aaron and to the continuance of the show. So, how was your week? How was your week?
Oh, brother, it's just been one thing after another. There was some fun, and I got to give some shout outs here along the way. Like, I got to do some training with some really amazing cats this week, literally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all of them asking really great questions. So, when that happens as a trainer, I love that. And my kind of goal with that, all of my trainings is how can I save them time on the job? What can I tell you so that you're not creating more time on the job? And when they get those little takeaways, that makes my day. So that's made my week.
Yep.
Of course, checking up with all of you because I've been traveling so much. What have you been up to this week in the world of? Can I question you on one thing now that I have you on stage? Were you wearing your safety gear this week?
I had my safety boots on. Let me just hang on. Let me get the sweat out of the way here. I'll answer that again. Yes,
And of course,
I had my safety gear on.
I certainly hope so, because now Mom's gonna know. Hi, Sam. That's Sister Sam in the background. We all know Sam. What's it gonna take, man? What am I gonna have to do with you to make you start using that safety gear? Seriously, do I take the glasses off?
I hate to say it, but I think I can step outside myself long enough to say you might have to crazy glue it on.
We can see about that the next time I come and visit you guys.
Yeah.
For sure. That'll be a fun adventure.
Well, I'm glad your work week went well, but how's the soul man doing in here? Did you get time for yourself? Did you get a breather?
I did. I got, again, my self-care time was just plopping down in front of the TV just before hitting the hay for about 15, 20 minutes before bed and curling up with, again, that big blanket. And I've got like multiple pillows, and it's like a nest. I just nest. Bear's den.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let me just ask everyone to shout out in the comments there what sort of things you guys like to do on a Friday to wind down from the end of the week. And
yes, we're going to start pulling up some of those comments now. Hold on a sec here. Oh.
And actually, another thing I'd like to say, Lisa Marie, I saw her in the comments. So good to see you. I read a little bit about what happened with you. I'm happy to see you in the comments there.
Well, thanks for doing that, Donald, because I was going to give her a big shout out. And yes, I did not see
we
her.
Were all praying we were all praying for you, and I know you're probably still recovering, but it's really good to see you.
Yes, big shout out to Lisa Marie Hughes. I have made a couple of posts. She is in need of some support right now. She does have a GoFundMe going. Read up on the story, read up on the posts, and that was such that. Thanks for bringing that up, man, because that was a big thing that's been sitting on my mind, and I was about to. I've been trying to keep it to about a week basis to be kind and generous. That she's also trying to recover as well. But to see her out there in the comments, I'm now scouring looking for.
Well, while you're scouring
yeah,
for
yeah.
that, I'm just gonna share with everybody. These are some of Samantha's creations.
Oh, wicked! All right, hold on a sec here.
We
Glasses
just
in the back.
finished painting the living room, so she's putting some of her artwork back up.
That was really fast, brother. Could you do that again?
I will do that again. Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't really see the screen while I was doing that.
Nice.
One of
Good
the things I
job,
really
Sam.
like about, one thing I really like about her art is she likes to add a little sparkle into her paint.
Again, there's a good self-care practice that I know a lot of my friends do is actually a little bit of painting on the side, and I love her creativity in those pieces. Like I might have to liberate one of those the next time I'm in your neck of the woods.
Oh, I'm sure she'll do one for you.
There'll just be a blank space on the wall, and I now that I said that, I kind of want to take it back because it was kind of like that's a reference to a song in a way. No monetization here.
She'll paint you the Mona Lisa.
All right, so give me a sec here. I'm trying to, you know what it is, honestly. Like I love wearing the glasses for everybody, but you know how hard it is to see through these things. Like they are scratched out, and I'm trying to see for the. Oh, there she is.
You flip those over the camera so everyone can see what you see.
I can't do that with this. It's like a fixed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I had my old pro subscription, I could get my phone going. I actually did that with Nicole once, where literally I put it on and I'd register in as Aaron's evil twin, and then all of a sudden there'll be two of me in the studio, and it freaks me out. She loves it.
That's great.
All right, I'm just taking a look here. For again, we're asking everybody what is their kind of selfish, guilty pleasure, self-care ritual that they might have out there that they like to share. Obviously, you don't have to go too far with the sharing, but everybody's.
I don't know exactly what Ken might be up to, but I know it's going to involve chocolate.
Yes. Where's the sweet potato cheesecake, brother? Like that should have been. I can't wait to put my arms around that man, and literally, he's got we're gonna do a cheesecake each. So we're going to meet up and we're going to do cheesecakes. And my cheesecake is a salted caramel coffee cheesecake. How do you like them apples? Right?
That sounds good. Yep. To be honest, I was never a cheesecake person, but then Sam had me try a few different kinds, and yeah, I like it. Though I will say I always try and squeeze some sort of chocolate flavoring into it.
So it doesn't matter what flavor, you just gotta throw a little bit of chocolate.
A little bit of chocolate, and I'm probably okay with it. Yeah, yeah.
So, what is your favorite? Like, if we were to give you we'll give you an option. You're stuck on an island. Which 3 cheesecakes do you take with you?
I would have some sort of strawberry if it has strawberry in it, or chocolate. Or maybe a lemon. Yeah, lemon meringue pie was one of my favorites. Though I like a lemon meringue pie with a graham wafer base instead of a pie crust. And yeah, nice big topping of meringue.
Yeah, that just made my stomach grumble a little bit. I think my 3, if I were to take 3 with me, of course, my own. And I, without hesitation, I would definitely take Kenny's sweet potato cheesecake with me. And then a third one, of course, would be kind of, I'm sorry, I got to say it, and he might get a little sick, he might get a little nauseous, but I would love a key lime cheesecake to go with me if I was stuck on a deserted island. I freaking love key lime. It is.
Yeah,
there's
that
something about
sounds
the
good.
sweet and the bitter, and it's heaven. It's heaven. So, what's everybody else's favorite cheesecake out there? That becomes the big question, right? I'm so happy to see Lisa Marie right now just lighten up in the comments, and I'm so glad that you're here and with us this evening, as well as Cherry, also lighting up the comments and celebrating. And tonight's episode is honestly dedicated to her. And again, just good, honest conversation to say, you know what, you come on when you're ready, and we've got you here. So thank you for coming up. And of course, we're celebrating her throughout the evening here. So please give a shout out to Cherry throughout the evening here as we converse and pitch things back and forth. We're not going to be here too late this evening. I just wanted everybody to get together and again, have a little chat about good things that they're implementing in their world that is really contributing to their mental health. Fur baby. And I'm sorry, not everybody knows the fur baby's name, so please share your
This is
fur baby with us.
Pablo. This is Pablo, Mr. Blow, Mr. Pablo.
It looked like he
Mr. P.
actually
A.
smiled
Blow.
there a moment ago. I'm gonna have to check that on. Yeah, I seen a definite smile. We're gonna have to pull that up on the replay at some point. That is one happy dog right now. He's even, his eyes are glazing over. He's so happy. Oh, so cute. All right. Continuing on. Susan's here tonight. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, William. Okay, so here we go. There he is. Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate you.
Brother Kenny.
So what is new? What's big? What's going to be happening coming up for you, my friend, now that we are in like the last quarter of the year?
Yeah. Just end of the season, finishing up the summer projects and getting into some of the fall maintenance now, and just working on we recently brought on a good friend of the families that has gotten into social media and stuff. So actually, if I can take a second there, shout out to Stephen Maxted and for heaven's sakes, A Marketing. He goes under the name A Marketing, and he does social media. He's into quite a few different areas, actually. Some products, some podcasting, some social media stuff. But he does a really good job, and it's been about a month and a half, maybe 2 months that we've really gotten into it. But it's progress, right? So and it takes some of the weight off of us, which is nice. And so yeah, we're working on that, and then just getting the trucks switched over for the winter season, and then as far as Samantha and I, we've set the date for our wedding for next year, and so we're making plans for that, and we're looking at venue this weekend. And
Are you gonna let me DJ it? Can I DJ it? I really want to DJ it. I would love to be the MC and the DJ. I want to do it all.
We've talked. And what else? Just kind of getting the yard ready for the winter, getting the plants inside, and that's about it.
That's awesome. I'm so excited for your guys' wedding, and again, like I the fun we are going to have on that evening is going to be out of this world.
Yeah, I know everything's going to work out well, and got I'm sure, as everyone else married in the show knows, there's a lot of nerves involved, and but no, everything will go well, and she's a beautiful woman, and I'm happy to have her. So yeah.
Well, it's going down in the history books, that's for sure. A night that you both will never forget. Peter Mulford just let us know that is actually peanut butter Oreo cheesecake for me. That actually sounds really hot damn.
I mean, the really Oreo good. Part, I'm with you on the Oreo part. The peanut butter, like, it depends on the quantity, right? Like sometimes stuff with peanut butter just gets a little overpowering. but my opinion, right? Everybody. I'm also a pineapple on pizza kind of guy, which most people will argue. So,
Are you seeing some of these cheesecakes that are flying by here?
oh, I am. Yeah.
Thank you so much for everybody for letting us know what your favorite cheesecake is. Okay, so let's start dialing things back to more self-care stuff. Like we've already touched on this. Let's see what other things are we doing for our our mental health when it comes to self-care? And I know that a lot of people struggle with they feel guilty. And there's times where I was like, you know what, I should not be taking this break right now. But my body is literally telling me, like, take the break. Pablo's getting suave with you, by the way.
Oh, it's a little
It's so
a
sweet.
little aggressive. I'm not sure. I mean, I've told him I'm not that kind of guy, but hey, I'm apparently handsome. I don't know what to say.
I won't lie. You're a handsome cat, brother. I appreciate you. You've been family for years. Oh my god, that was a total
It's
squirrel
just not
moment.
that kind of house, man. It's not that kind of house.
Moving along.
Pablo, come on.
You know those moments on talk shows where literally, yeah, you see that the host is trying to keep. It's one of those moments right now. Okay, focus, because we don't have much time left. Again, we were just gonna pop on here, but back to topic as I'm trying to get to is if we can safely make sure you're wearing your PPE, personal protective equipment. For those that don't know that we're talking construction. This is getting worse as I'm going along, and I hope that Melissa's just killing herself right now at her shop listening to your earbuds. Oh my god. So what I was trying to dial in on was recognizing when is it really guilty on you for taking that self-care moment. And I'm not asking, just so you know, this isn't a question to you. This is kind of just that frame of mind or mindset that I want to put out into the world. Is you're looking at your moment of self-care, and then all of a sudden you're second guessing yourself about actually acting upon it, which is like, you know what, actually I should really get back to work. I can take this 5 minutes later. And you and I are probably notorious for it when we were working on when I was working on the job sites. But you know those moments where you're like, you're at it, you're going to town, and you're like, oh, you know what, I'll take a break in 5 minutes. And 5 minutes comes and goes. It's not only 5 minutes, it's now 10 minutes. You're like, oh, you know what, I was going to take that break. I'll do 5 more minutes. I'm almost done this. And then all of a sudden your day's gone, and you're like,
Well,
So
and I think
sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I think maybe that's why a lot of people are fearful of taking that time when there are tasks at hand, because we know that time can get away from us, right? And when you get into the groove, and 5 minutes, a half an hour can feel like 5 minutes when things are going good, right? So yeah, no, it's important to take that balance. And when your brain tells you, maybe, now's the time to stop and take a drink of water, or go out to the truck and just touch base with someone at home or whatever, that's the right thing to do, is to listen to that voice, right?
So when do you start to hear that voice? When does it kick in for you?
For me, usually about 2:00 in the afternoon. Yeah. And actually, my coworker calls it the 2:00 yawns. He knows it's 2:00 without looking at the clock, because I'll be yawning. It's just my character, right? I wasn't always a morning person. I function better between 3 p.m. and midnight, but yeah, we do what we have to do. So that's, the personal protection equipment is a good one, and I work at it, but habits are hard to break. And as you know, we were not always given the right kind of guidance from those that came before us in the trades. It was, get in, get it done, and shut the heck up, right? Don't talk about your feelings. You don't talk about your aches. You just get to work and you get it done. My grandfather was the type of guy who wouldn't stop for lunch even, because his moral was that the earlier you got the work done, the earlier you got home. And it makes sense, but it's really straining on your body every day to do that. And then when you finally do want to start to take time for yourself, it's really hard to do it. So, just even just 2 minutes out of every day to just stop. You don't even have to leave your desk if you're at a desk, or leave your job site if you're at a job site. Just put your stuff down, close your eyes for 2 minutes, collect yourself, go back to it. It helps.
Did you know that is actually the basis of where I came up with the mental health break in my world, my vision for a mental health break? And that's why I started creating videos to literally get into those moments. Because again, we take those physical breaks. And I first talked with Jesse Hernandez about this. He had me on his podcast on learnings and missteps. And it was like that
Right.
reflection moment. And when do you implement, and when do you actually execute that mental health break? Because again, we take our physical break, we sit there, we eat
Right.
our lunch, but I would say, you know what? No, I won't say any statistics because I didn't look it up before I did this, but I seen that there was a 9 involved, but we won't give statistics here. There's a good portion of us that are out there that are not really focused on their lunch when they're eating. They are simply fueling up at that point in time, and they're still thinking about their work. And that's again where I wanted to implement, mental health breaks. It's like, no, here's a video, watch this. It's literally, you can, on TikTok, you can watch, it's like 30 seconds or up to 2 minutes if you want, or longer if you want to watch a music video. But what have you done in your world to kind of implement that kind of, like, I worked hard on creating this vision for mental health breaks. What do you do in your world to kind of create those moments?
Me personally?
Yeah. So what kind of mental health break moments are you taking? Are you taking a moment on YouTube? Are you taking 2 minutes to just go outside and stand in the sun and absorb sun? Those are great moments. I love those.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the main things that I do to relax. Is I like to come home and sit in the yard for a good 20 minutes, half an hour, visit with the bunny that frequents my yard, make sure she's taken care of, let the animals kind of roam at the end of the day because they've been in the house. And but yeah, I'm lucky enough to have a nice big yard at home, and so I like to take the time to enjoy that. Um, I love my bike. Being in the trades and having such a demanding life, being on call, not only doing the 9 to 5, but being on call as well. It Over the years, sort of like I don't ride my bike as much as I used to, but yeah, that's another. And my kayaks. I have my kayaks. I like to take them out in the summer, right? So,
And, and bottom line,
yeah.
it's about clearing your mind, right?
And
Now
you know
we're gonna.
what?
Oh,
Another
go ahead.
big thing I like to do is to just go and spend some time with mom, because being with the family business, everything is business all the time. So I like to make sure that we're getting some time outside of that together. So that's an important one.
And I appreciate you coming up here tonight because a big focus of what I wanted to also get into here, which has been, I don't have a lot of gentlemen friends here that really want to dive deep and talk about some of the internal gut-wrenching stuff at times. Being that moment of vulnerability is still a challenge out there. And when we're together, I try to push that men's mental health, brotherhood, and working towards things. However, we've got a total segue question here, and it's from Mary Baker. Hey, I have a question. What tips do you
Okay.
have for doing service in a home? I'm going to be selling homes, but hadn't did door-to-door type stuff before. Oh wow, that is a I won't sugarcoat that one. That can be a challenge, Mary. The great thing that you've got going for you is you're very bubbly. I've known you for some time. But just be, when you're going up there, just be honest. This is what you're here to present, and show that integrity. Is things that I've never actually done door to door, but as a service technician, a lot of the way that I build relationships with my clients was to, again, show them that their interests are more in my mindset than just plugging unnecessary product on them. I'm here to give you options as a service technician. These are the options you have. This is your best case scenario. This is your worst case scenario. And these are the things to be aware of. So for selling windows, I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some people out on LinkedIn here that might be better able to answer that when it comes to door to door. But Donald, what's your thoughts on
So I won't say I have lots of experience there, but I was blessed in life that my parents pushed us to do a lot of things. And one of the things that was consistent in my childhood and my early adulthood was Boy Scouts and Scouts Canada. And so, doing Trees Canada, I was having to do the door to door there. And every year you had to practice a little more. It can be intimidating. I've done some door to door stuff with my mom and dad as well, just dropping stuff off when we're at a job site. We go around to the few houses in the neighborhood nearby and just introduce ourselves and that. And yes, it can be intimidating. You'll meet people where the second the door opens, you get a feeling like you're not going to mesh, and it'll throw you off, and you'll have to try and catch yourself quickly, and you're not always going to do it. That's fine. But we learn from each example. That's all you can do is present yourself well, and make sure you give them your name, give them the company you're working for, the reason why you're there. Offer them some insight as to why it's important that they give you some time to speak, and then give them some time to speak as well. Ask questions. Good friend of mine, Steve Kosha, he does some great customer service stuff. But one of the things Steve talks about is it's important to let the customer do more of the talking than you're doing. It's important to listen, right? We want to listen to what people's needs are, because what we offer them might not be what they need. And you don't want to take time that isn't necessary. So, yeah, that's about all I can offer you. Just stand tall and smile and give them your name and tell them why you're there. That's it.
Best we can do. We're tradespeople. This is it's very sorry. I didn't leave that up there long enough. Also, as tradespeople.
Oh, you're welcome, Mary. You're welcome. I hope you do well.
We have to build that. I mean, yeah, I've seen it. There's been those times where people, as soon as you walk through the door, they're watching you like, what's this one going to do? What are they going to try and sell me on? And it's like, well, no, I'm going to come in. I'm going to qualify what I feel you need, give you information on what is worn and torn, and then what decisions you make from there is up to you. So
you can make recommendations.
Is that Windows? The good news is Windows, though, because that is a that's a high transition piece. Would you not say? Like, that's a good. Windows are generally being replaced, what I would say, every 5 to 10 years, depending on your location, or 10 to 15. Sorry, that was the older ones. But with new, there's like rental condos that generally go through sweeps of like, the section of condos is going to get their windows replaced. And if you are there at the right time, then you can maybe potentially get in on that kind of action. So good luck out there, Mary. We'll leave it at that, because we literally have about 3 minutes before we start wrapping things up. Thank you, Don, for being here and just spending a little bit with a visit with us and having a little bit of crazy times as we do here on Jurassic Park. And thank you to everybody that's been showing up and just chilling out, watching the show, enjoying a good mental health break episode. We're just relaxing. All work and no play makes this guy a dull boy. So break it up. Not everything's got to be serious all the time. We don't always have to dive down the rabbit hole. We can just wear funny hats that have lights in the top and totally mess with your set lighting, because it looks like one of them is actually about ready to explode. This one, it looks like a little bit nuclear. Anyhow, excellent. That why didn't you put that on to begin with, yo?
You know what? I don't even know.
I would have set the mood right from the beginning.
No.
All right, man. I'm gonna drop you back into the green room. Thanks for
All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for showing up.
Bye, Sam. All right.
Bye.
Well, have yourselves a fantastic evening and great start to a couple of days off for you to think about what you're doing for your self-care at home, your mental health, little things that you can just do. And if you are feeling that guilt when it comes to just taking that 5 minutes to yourself, there's one thing that I would say to you to strongly remember is take a look at your entire life. You are now at what age? How much of this time have you taken before? And if you really haven't done it before, then you have never started and you've waited this long to get to that point. So now is the time to start executing on that. Sure, though, you're getting those mental health breaks out in there and into your system. Take that break to rest your mind while you're in between chaos and confusion of the world. One last thing I want to end this episode on is it's something that I suggest to everybody in heart. And you do what you want to do. You know I respect what you guys do out there for yourselves. But something I do for me is always carry a little bit of your spirit with me everywhere I go. I've got all of you. A little bit of your facets always sits on my shoulder. And what I would ask this week is please allow a little bit of my facet to sit on your shoulder. Do unto others. Take care of one another out there. Drop the damn walls, because you're missing out on opportunities that could really blow up and go to potentials that you never imagined. I want to give big burly hugs and nothing but love to my brother Brian Schulman and Nancy Deborah Barrows right now. Of course, Mom and Stuart. Hope you are doing well. I am so happy to see that Lisa Marie Hughes is back and was present with us for just even a little while this evening. That really warms my heart. Of course, big shout out and dedication to Cherry for being here and just enjoying everybody that came to celebrate her tonight. Of course, we played her mental health break montage right at the very beginning there, or her song, I should say. That was her song that was created for her mental health break montage. That, again, perseverance can go a long way. And when we start to persevere, then we need to start taking those little breaks so that we can last that last little hurdle up the mountain, as it were. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. And as I promised at the very beginning, yes, we have got a special new little surprise for you this evening. We have a brand new outro. So take care of each other out there and big burly hugs. Enjoy the new outro. And of course, it does what it always does around here. And let's just do this.
Soul man, shining bright, lighting up the darkest night, helping those in silent fight, sending hugs big and tight. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. Soul man, you ignite. Open every heart, take flight. Spotlight on the broken soul, making wounded spirits whole. Embracing all, making them whole. Your kindness, a shining gold. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. Soul man, you ignite.
side. Together we'll stand with pride. Your warmth, a healing tide. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. So man, you ignite hope in every heart. Take flight. Let your love be the guide. In you all fears subside. Together we'll stand with pride. Your warmth, a healing tide. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. So man, you ignite, open every heart, take flight.
Ooh. You know what month it is? Do you know what month it is? It's my favorite month in the entire year. Halloween is just around the corner, so make sure you stay tuned. Please stay tuned. Big Burly hugs. Keep it luminous and kind.